Hey guys, welcome back again to Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. When we last left off, we are now approaching the tower amongst with the Persona 3 cast. Seems that Junpei and Yukari are both united alongside with Teddy. And then through this side, we managed to save Igus. From the other side, we see that we are with Labris, that she, alongside with Ken, that she has come across. Now they're going to approach onward, and they manage to save Akihiko. So now we're down to 2. No, wait, not 2. Now we're down to 1. We saved Fuka last time, and he is with Teddy. That's how they split up. And the only one they need to be rescuing is none other than Mitsuru. So yeah, here we are. I don't think I have anything else to say. It seems that now we're going to be playing through Akihiko. So I feel that it's going to be his turn most of the time. And it seems that obviously by the image, are we going to see Sho, Minazuki, and Adachi? Or are we going to see someone else? Who knows? So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. So yeah, without further ado, just get right into it. So now we're voicing Akihiko, but now it's from his perspective. Then yeah, time for me to voice Akihiko. Now that I've recovered from whatever that cross was doing to me, I have enough strength to walk on my own. Still, it seems that whatever wounds I suffered are greater than I thought. After we leave the music room, we climb up a flight of stairs and steep into a covered passage. I don't know what the signs in this place mean, or even if they hold any meaning anymore now that the city has become distorted. But it would seem that there's something called the classroom building is up ahead. We proceed down a long hallway that appears to go on endlessly. I can't tell whether the haze I see is because of this strange fog or my own vision, my own fuzzy consciousness.
I'll be sure to return the favor with my fists.
While I've been on the cross, I've been thinking the entire time. We're the core of the Shadow Operatives. We'd all fallen into the enemy's hands so easily, without any hope of escape. My own powerlessness frustrates me. But even then, I kept calm. We still have comrades. Ken, Koromaru, and now our new member Labris. We've grown so much, and we're able to save me after I made such a colossal blunder. Is that gunfire I hear? Sounds ring out continuously, as if a battle is taking place nearby. We run into the direction the sounds are coming from. Most likely a Dachin show.
What the?
Oh.
What is this place? Yeah. Sonata-san, this...
Talk about having bad taste. Whoever's doing this really wants this to be the entrance to hell.
This is the entrance hall to that tower, Tartarus. 3 years ago, we would gather here day after day to challenge this seemingly infinite labyrinth. We lost and gained so much here. A number of emotions flicker through my mind.
Mitsuru-san!
Wait, wasn't she up above? Like much higher on the tower? Not here concretely? Labris' voice echoes across the hall. I turn to look and see Mitsuru up on a cross in a corner of the room. Her head hangs low, and she seems to be unconscious. That cross must be draining her power, just like what happened to me.
Mitsuru-san, we'll get you down at once!
Look out!
When we try to rush to her side, a barrage of bullets rakes across the floor, striking sparks in front of us. And this torrent of gunfire finally dies away, and the air is filled with white smoke, quite unlike the red fog that drifts about the area.
Confirming the presence of additional targets for elimination. Seriously, you keep coming one after another.
Oh, so we have facing Shadow Igus. But who else was she fighting?
I guess.
Oh, there should be no problem. You can stay here and watch while I deal with them. It should take no time at all.
Additional targets for elimination? Who? There are other people who had apparently been fighting Igus. Rather, this fake Igus. When we showed up.
Ryukun!
Akihiko-san! Labris!
Master?
Labris is here too?
I said they reunite here as well. I immediately understand the situation. The rules of the fights here state the battles must be one-on-one, and I see those red pillars surrounding you, his friends, and the fake Igus. Most likely you had been fighting Igus while protecting Yosuke and Chie, who are already exhausted. The battle itself is a one-on-one, but there's no rule saying that you can attack your opponent's companions if they happen to be in the ring at the same time. And it looks like it's a fair game to attack us as well. Seriously. These rules that are convenient only for the enemy are really getting on my nerves. This situation though. The persona users of Inaba, their skills and abilities are far beyond the ordinary. Do you think that they would be cornered this badly?
What's going on? You did this, didn't you?
As Labris lashes out in confusion and anger, the shadow taking Igus' forearm answers with a twisted smile.
Of course I did, sister. I am a weapon. It is my mission to follow orders and eliminate all targets. Now, sister, why are you getting in my way?
Get in your way?
As you may have guessed, I am a duplicate of Igus. But I am such an exact copy of her specifications that I may as well be the real thing. I will carry out my master's orders. I cannot comprehend why you, a fellow machine, are trying to prevent me from carrying out my task. You're a tool, just as I am, sister. Unfortunately, you were stolen in the previous battle. And now, we must be enemies. The shadow operatives control you, while I take my orders from my master. Isn't that the only real difference between us?
That ain't true. I'm doing this of my own free will.
Free will? Is that what you base your argument on? Our memories are nothing but data, ones and zeros in our minds. How can you prove that what you know is true? That your mind wasn't written over?
A straightforward claim with the cold logic of a machine. This isn't good. Igus is probably the closest person to Labris. And like this fake said, if we really wanted to use Labris as a weapon, we could probably manipulate her memories to some extent. On top of that, there's no way to prove to Labris we never done something like that to her. Damn, what a move. Labris' faith is in us must be...
Hey, Labra!
Sonata-san, let's leave this to her. I'm sure she'll be fine.
Ken has his eyes fixed on Labris, even as he calls out to me. I see. These guys have just met, but they already form a bond through whatever battles they've faced so far. They believe in one another.
Sorry about that. You're right. I should trust in her.
Sister, friendship and trust means nothing to the likes of us. Yet you still attempt to fight me.
You're wrong. I'm an anti-shadow weapon, too. I can understand what you're saying, but there's something I'm even more sure of. Igus told me that going through the joy and pain of different things made her into who she is now. I remember that. And now I remember that the reason why I can stand here and fight you is thanks to all our sisters who died to make me who I am. Those are painful memories. But if I forgot them, I wouldn't exist. That's what I'll fight for. This pain ain't made up. These memories are my own that I formed with everybody else. They aren't fake. They're my heart.
Labris.
Labris.
Understood. Master, I have a request to make.
Fake Igus calls out into thin air. This creature, a lump of shadow, has a master. Who in the world could she be calling out to?
Testing, testing. What's this? A dumb old machine calling me up? What nerve? I'm a busy bear.
Forgive me, but I have a favor I must ask of you.
Huh?
Please lift the barriers on this battlefield and allow these people to come inside.
Huh? You want to let us in?
I want to fight them. I wish to crush all their bonds before my sister's very eyes.
What?
Oh, for Pete's! When you make a copy of a real person, the copy gets all the quirks of their personality too. Well, rather than getting persona fragments from those dried up old husks, you might get fresher ones from those guys.
Persona fragments?
Oh, did I say too much? Anyway, let's have a ring change!
Huh. Labris has changed so much. I think this should be her fight. It's the voice of the vulgar fake Teddy calls out. I still calls him Teddy. New red pillars descend and the old pillars shatter in response. The new pillars drive into the four corners of the room, making this entire place into a fighting arena.
Are you alright?
Yosuke-kun. Chie!
We rush over to you and his friends to check on them. Good. None of them seem to be that badly hurt. After confirming they're safe, we turn to face the fake Igus again.
Thank you for inviting us in before your battle concluded. But we're not gonna show you any mercy.
There is no need to thank me. I am about to eliminate all of you right now, after all.
Time for me to make a comeback as well. This is a grudge match now.
You guys seem a little different from what I was expecting you to be, but I won't be fooled. I'll protect everyone with all my strength.
Yeah, let's go with Labris. I think that was more her fight. This was more her fight than anything else.
Final.
Damn. Oh my god, you're such annoying. Damn it. Damn. You're not escaping that easy though. Wait, what was the attack? I always forget which one's the attack. Is it this one? There we go.
I just saw something amazing. What a great comeback.
And there we have it. The fake Igus falls to its knees, and his body turns black as it becomes a shapeless mass. I see a hint of pain in Labris' eyes as she watches.
Looks like we won.
You don't need to look at me like that. Either way, we only have a limited lifespan.
What do you mean?
We were created for the sole purpose of fighting you. Once that duty has been carried out, all we have left to do is expire.
Fighting is your duty.
I will not bid you good luck. I wish for my master to emerge victorious, if possible.
With that, the fake Igus loses all cohesion, falling into a dark puddle on the floor. Eventually, that begins to flow upward, like a film of syrup being poured in reverse, until it completely disappears. We watch this process to the very end while we think about our troubles. Koromaru, who had been sitting at our feet, runs off. That's right. This isn't the time to be sentimental. We have to rescue Mitsuru. Ken and Labras run to the cross Mitsuru is hanging from. I'll go with Koromaru to speak with to use group.
Thank you, Akihiko-san. That was too close.
Huh? What's a dog doing here? I mean, he's adorable, but
Sorry for causing you such trouble. It seemed like you were facing quite a difficult fight.
ooh, I'm ashamed to call myself your student.
No, I should be thanking you. I'm sorry if you were all worried.
Start to exchange information with used group about the circumstance leading up until now and the situation in Inaba. They're surprised to learn that Ken and Koromaru are not only Persona users but shadow operatives. Our conversation turns to the reason why you and his friends were having such a hard fight. Contrary to my suspicions, it seems the three of them made it to this room almost unscathed. Then why did the fake Igus give them such trouble? It's true that shadows taking our appearances can summon personas, and there's no mistake that they make extremely powerful opponents. But are they so strong that they could hurt these three skilled fighters that badly?
Nah, that's not it. When we got to this weird room, we found Mitsuru-san up on a cross. So Chie and I rushed over to get her down, but there was somebody there.
It wasn't the fake Igus?
No, I don't think so. I didn't see a face, but the voice sounded like a guy.
You didn't see his face? How far away could he have been?
Well, he was kind of standing in the shadows. And the moment I saw his red eyes, my whole body froze up like I was petrified or something.
That's right. And when I went in to save them, I was attacked by a persona I've never seen before.
Red eyes. And a persona?
This doesn't make sense. Previously, the enemy said himself that he didn't have a persona. Could this mean that there's someone else helping him? Someone with a persona? And powerful enough to overwhelm even you? Mitsuru was here. Perhaps she knows something. I moved to where Ken and Labras are attempting to get Mitsuru down off the cross, but they appear to be having some trouble.
This thing's not coming apart. What gives? It was easy enough to get Akihiko-san off of his. I'm not having any luck either. Damn it, why? Mitsuru-san, please wake up!
The two desperately call to Mitsuru while trying to undo restraints, binding her arms and legs. At the moment, Koromaru stares fixedly at the door and gives a low growl as if to warn us.
What's wrong, Koromaru? Is someone there?
Someone's coming this way.
Footsteps approach at a leisurely pace down the hallway. As they grow louder, the tension here in the entrance hall increases. Eventually, the footsteps stop. A shadow reaches from the doorway all the way to the center of a room. It waves in the illumination of the fog.
It can't be. You're...
So I wasn't seeing things.
Shuji Ikutsuki. An unforgettable betrayal, an unfathomably insanity. Seeing him again, the spiting image of when I last saw him brings back what he said. The death of everything, but also the beginning. 3 years ago, we made extreme sacrifices to put an end to his plans. Does it mean he has come crawling out of hell to torment us once again? Is that truly Shuji Ikutsuki? To be continued. Oh my god. Sorry. Everybody's here. Sorry. So we continue on now through Labras Point. Alright. Let's try that in. Let's take a look. So now we're switching back to Labras.
Shuji Ikutsuki.
This room that Akihiko-san called the entrance of hell. Koromaru-san remains in a cautious posture and waits to see what the person who just entered the room will do. Akihiko-san pales and Ken-kun stands frozen next to me.
Ah, Akihiko and Ken. It's been a while. Are you enjoying this?
I like how they couldn't get the original voice actor. I'm not sure if at the time he was available, maybe? I don't specifically remember. I'm trying to think. I don't think I really just don't know. But obviously, as we can hear, is definitely Dojima's voice playing Ikutsuki.
You! So you were the one behind this after all.
Now don't glare at me like that. This is the perfect place for our reunion. It was quite troublesome to prepare. The one you're taking great pains to find will be the one giving you great pains. Or something like that.
Shuji Ikutsuki, without waiting for us to respond, he continues to speak.
We're finally reunited, and I don't even rate a hello? Or do you not want to speak to someone you killed? Is that it?
Huh? Killed?
Ah, you must be the 5th generation weapon Labrys. Poor thing. Didn't they tell you? That's right. They killed me. Of course, since I'm standing right here, I guess they almost killed me would be more precise.
That's ridiculous! You're the one who lied to us and tried to kill us!
Calm down, Ken. He destroyed himself. He can't possibly still be alive. Who are you really?
Oh, how cruel. Here I am, talking right before your eyes, and you still won't believe it. Why don't we ask the 3 who just arrived what they think of this?
We hear footsteps approaching from behind and turn around to see Yukari-san, Junpei-san, and Aigis tumble in. Just like Ken-kun and Akihiko-san, they are at a loss for words when confronted with a persona standing in the center of the room.
Kutsuki! No way!
How are you?
Though the two of them are surprised, Aigis looks over at me. That's right, we can tell.
Don't be fooled, everyone. I can feel it. What's standing there is...
Indeed, that is not Ikutsuki-san. He's a fake, created by a shadow.
Just a foolish trick. That's what I thought.
Ah, well. You're a piece of junk, but you have a good nose, huh? You could have let me play around for a little while longer.
What? With a sudden change of mannerism, a few muttered words, the thing taking on Shuji Ikutsuki's appearance crumbles. Behind the melting figure stands another person who had not been there a moment ago. He appears to be a young man, around the same age as Yukon and his friends, who appears to be a Yashigami High uniform is tied around his waist. What could this mean? Is he another student of the school? A pair of scars cross his face, and he smirks while toying with the 2 swords he carries at his waist.
Who are you?
So everybody connected to Kirijo's here, huh? The looks on your faces are hilarious. You talk the big talk, but deep down, you were totally freaking out over old Ikutsuki-chan. I couldn't see your faces in person last time, though. You remember, don't you? It was when I took control of that scrap like the puppet it is.
You were behind the abduction of Labrys.
Yeah, it was a crazy performance, huh? That weapon took a lot of whipping. You need an introduction or something? My name's Sho Minazuki, and I'm behind all this. Welcome to my world, Kirijo lackeys.
Sho... Minazuki?
Sho Minazuki? That name sounds familiar. It was in the data that Kikuno-san gave me before we descended on this town. A name from Shuji Ikutsuki files. Seems this young man has connection to Eiko research after all.
What is the meaning of this? What are you setting us all up like this for?
Huh? What are you whining about, you little shit? I was letting you have some fun. It's a little entertainment. Oh, and I guess I do have a score to settle with you. Ikutsuki was my dad, after all.
Dad? That's impossible.
You're lying! He didn't have any kids!
Doesn't matter. I'm still gonna kill you all.
The young man draws his swords, and the light glints off them. His eyes gleam with glee. The mania of madness. So this man, he's the one behind this entire case?
Toying with people and hurting them like this. What are you trying to accomplish?
Huh?
I've had enough. If you're hurting from your dad being killed, I get that. But is this the only way you can deal with it?
Labrys,
Mitsuru-san's people are risking their lives to try to end this tragedy themselves. They're doing their best to take responsibility for what happened. And I already know that your Ikutsuki guy lied to Mitsuru-san, betrayed them, and...
Shut up, you goddamn puppet! You never even met him, so enough with your shit! Or what? You gonna lecture me like you're a real person? What a joke.
You bastard!
But don't get the wrong idea now. I already told you that I don't give two shits about Ikutsuki. He used me and threw me away, that asshole. It doesn't matter. See, all you bastards are in my way. Every single living thing is in my way. Every goddamn thing!
What are you talking about? That's just insane!
I'm insane? It's this world that's insane. All this bullshit about the power of friendship and close bonds and whatever. It's a pile of garbage. Trash! Bastards, die! Just go away forever, goddammit! I'll get rid of every last one of you. I'll annihilate you along with this entire world!
Show's got some anger issues. My heart's hurt. I wonder why. I sense a resonance of a plume of dust from the young man, and it's giving off emotion? Hatred? No. Sadness? He wants the world, but at the same time rejects it. This intense mixture of solitude with despair and yearning. I felt this.
I know this emotion.
Labrys?
He doesn't truly hate the world. What he really feels is... Labrys-san, look out!
Komura-san tackles me and I fall sideways. A giant knife is vibrant on the floor right where I had been standing only a few seconds.
Don't say another word, you failure. What a drag. I'm tired of this. Well, I've already got enough persona fragments anyway.
Persona fragments? Wait, do you mean...
Persona fragments. Those are the same words Genote used earlier. The young man calling himself the mastermind behind all of this, the fakes whose sole purpose was to fight us, the flakes of light emerging from the defeated shadows. All those now make sense to me. Most likely the rest of us are feeling the same way. Sho was gathering persona fragments by making us fight our doubles. The moment we all reach that conclusion, Sho puts out a small box and holds it before us.
So it's time to get the real show started. Here's a question for you. What do you think this is?
Is that the remote Ikutsuki was using when he controlled Aigis?
No. Stop him!
Too late. Activating the anti-shadow suppression weapon, Labrys.
I feel a sudden snap within me. Suddenly, I lose control of my entire body. At the same time, my conscience begins to fade, as if I'm being painted over by something else. Is that infernal device that took over my body and forced me to hurt the others? Just like the other day? It gnaws at my mechanical body, and all my self-control begins to slip away.
Labrys!
Labrys!
This is fun! Oh, by the way, I didn't stick a device in it or anything to do this. A weapon is there to be controlled. So, of course, there's a remote control. It's been built into that thing from the very beginning. I told you I'd destroy everything, right? Friendship, what a joke. One push of a button, and it all means nothing!
Sister, please pull yourself together.
I scream internally at myself to stop, but my arm swings my axe. At Aigis and sends her flying away.
Now! You just won't die, will ya? That's not good enough!
Damn it!
No, not Koromaru. Komaru-san leaves that show and tries to snatch the box away from him. Yuko and his friends follow, but Sho deals with them all in a single strike. This boy is strong.
Not one of you's coming to help, huh? You couldn't anyway. My remote controller's more of a remote control-her. Kidding! Now, Lapras, kill the scion of Kirijo first. You specialize in tearing apart your companions, right?
Sho jumps back to a safe distance, then sends me in order to do just that. My legs move against my will and send me towards the crucified Mitsuru-san.
No, I'm not your puppet. I have a heart of my own.
A heart? Like I give a crap. You want me to erase all that too, then?
He manipulates the small box again with a raucous laugh. The power restraining me intensifies, and I can feel myself slipping away against the torrent of commands blasting into my mind. The blade of the axe is against the cross Mitsuru-san is bound to.
Stop, please! No! Lapras!
Damn it, you son of a bitch!
If it's tough for you to hurt your companions, then I'll blast your consciousness into nothing. So hurry up and tell them!
An even more forceful command overtakes me. Mitsuru-san, Yukun, Ken-kun, Yukari-san, Chie, everyone. I try desperately to hold on to my thoughts, but it's mercilessly torn away. I lose all feeling of that weight of my axe in my hands, and my vision begins to waver. I'm going to destroy those I hold dear again.
Lapras, don't give up! Believe in yourself!
The last thing I see through my fading conscience is Yukun. I don't want to feel this way ever again. I don't want to give up. I won't! And just like that, a sound rings out of darkness envelops me. Did my consciousness shut off? No. Even in the darkness, I'm still awake. Whose voice is that? I hear a familiar laugh into the distance. I can see who it is, but I know that voice.
A heart? What a lame ass. Just like always. You're the other me. That's right. I am you. I'm the you within yourself that you keep a lid on.
I become terribly confused in the darkness. My shadow, the existence that should have melted away and become a part of me when I accepted it. She stands before me looking exactly the same as she did before.
I don't think you really understand. Well, I'm in a good mood, so I'll make an exception and tell you. Your body is special. You have 2 memory banks. One for yourself, another, a black box that would allow you to absorb the memories of the other Lapras units when you killed them and took their name. It was such a surprise. Thanks to that, even after I became one with you, my personality was preserved in it. Oh, this is amazing. It's pounding with the resonations of the plume of dust.
She gazes upwards with an ecstatic expression and then looks to me and seductively licks her lips.
I've been waiting all this time for your will to weaken. And now this body is finally mine! What? It's about time you ended this. Believe in your friends? Look where that got you. Am I right? Don't you hate him? Don't you want to destroy him? Enough of this bullshit about bonds and camaraderie. All you have to do is destroy everything. Put that gigantic axe on your back to use!
Huh? What?
Lapras!
Hey, you piece of junk! Can't you follow the simplest order properly? How broken are you?
Follow orders!
That voice.
Kiss my skinny little ass, you punk kid! As if I'd listen to whatever crap you ordered me to do.
Lapras?
whiny brats like you who try to get in my way and order me around.
So she's a special case. So she has the other side. I guess when she ever to use it. I mean, that would only be used on a last, like last resort, I guess. In a critical moment.
You piece of junk! You call me a brat, but you're no different! I mean, what the hell are you?
Carrot brat!
Labrys has turned into a really bad girl.
That's Labrys' shadow. I thought she had disappeared.
Okay. Okay, we still the other Labrys.
The explosion of emotion that pushed my conscience back to the surface. The darkness disappears and my vision returns. But still, I can't will my limbs to follow my commands. I'm not in control of myself, but the other me is. The emotions running wild within me are out of my control. And my body won't accept my commands.
So wiping out the rational mind made its true self show up? Goddamn shitty robot, it's completely useless!
The crap, brat! Come at me! Come, Persona! Asterius!
Seriously? She can even summon that cow monster from before? Wait, did she just call it her persona?
You little... What the hell's going on here?
What you expect, Ariadne? That little thing isn't worthy of being my partner.
The giant bull Asterius roars. Shao, now facing the full wrath of my shadow, uninhibited urge to kill, draws his swords with an almost annoyed sneer.
You better watch out. I'm no ordinary shadow. I'm finally free. Free to wreak as much havoc as I want.
Alright, so I think this is the first time we actually get to play this version of Shadow Labrys. The one with the stereos. The one we fought against in the prologue.
Finally.
So I think there's no different. Damn it. Grab me. Guard. Yeah, but it's like she said, she's a different case.
Still up. You ready? Pulverize. Bullshit! Damn it!
All right.
Shit! You broke the goddamn remote! What the hell are you, damn it?
Oh, what's wrong, little boy? Don't tell me you're done already. I'm not even close to being satisfied.
Is that the real Labrys?
No. That's her suppressed emotions running wild. That show guy brought this on himself. He couldn't have known something like this would happen with Labrys' memories.
But this is bad.
Yeah. She was already a handful when we all went up against her. This is gonna be even worse now. Damn it.
I guess I should put an end to you now. How do you want it? Ah, yes. You wanted me to tear you apart, didn't you?
You monster. Try it if you can. You're not worth my time, but I don't care anymore. I'll do everything in my power to destroy you!
Stop, Labrys! You've done enough!
Don't do it! He's not worth it!
Out of my way, you bastards. I don't need more of your friendship games from last time.
No! If you're seriously gonna do this, then you've gotta get past us!
What are you doing? It's too dangerous! Get away from her!
I'm sorry, Akihiko-san, but we can't back down from this.
We're Labrys' friends! We could never let her accept this fate!
We're not sticking up for this guy, but we'll never let one of our friends become a murderer!
She put her weapon down.
This is more garbage. Do whatever you want, you idiots.
This place. What's happened to me? You.
I've had enough of this shit. I'm not dealing with it anymore.
Huh?
Oh my god.
You're giving control of my body back to me?
You're the one who likes playing house.
The darkness returns and she brusquely turns her back to me. Silence fills the area for a moment, and then I suddenly realize something. She used a persona a moment ago. It's true that she looked and acted the same as when she was a true shadow, but I can't tell. I was fine with the controlled powers of a persona just now. It may sound the same, but it's different. I wasn't a shadow running berserk. Because I accepted myself and I was able to attain a persona. Maybe the same could be said about...
Actually, you did that to help me. Thank you.
Shut up. Just take over for me already. Oh, and...
Let me mutter something. I can't hear what she says, but I can tell what it was she wanted to say. Yeah, don't worry. You're me, and I'm with you. You do remember what I feel, huh? She's always sleeping inside of me. Even though she had forcefully taken over my body. I feel kind of relief.
Labrys!
Labrys, are you alright?
I see myself returning to the real world as if the familiar voices are guiding me back. My vision slowly brightens.
Kun? Everyone.
She's back to herself?
Yeah, I remember. My other half saved me, and everyone else brought me back to myself. And with that, I'll look over towards the young man before me. There's that unmistakable reaction of plume of dust coming from within him. That plume of dust conveys an intense message to me. Now that I've been reunited with the other me, hidden in the darkness of my mind, I know for certain what it's conveying.
You're actually lonely deep down, aren't you? You don't like being alone.
Labrys? Now what? Are you even more broken now? You think I'm lonely? If you're that mixed up, maybe destroying you would be doing you a favor.
I was like you once. You just haven't realized what's in your heart. It's 'cause no one ever accepted you for who you are.
Huh? Labrys, what are you saying? That guy...
I know, but I understand his feelings too. He was raised by this Akutsuki guy. But when Akutsuki died, he was just thrown out into the world. You can't bear to live in this world, so you want to tear it down around you. But isn't that just something you're telling yourself? Even I found a home with Mitsuru-san and them. If you just opened up your heart, you could live in this world. You could have friends.
Shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up! What the hell are you yapping about, you stupid puppet?
His fit of anger cuts off suddenly and he falls unnaturally silent. Did he faint? We look around at each other in confusion when his drooping head slowly rises, his crimson eyes staring fixedly at us.
What is this? My legs!
I can't...
It's gonna talk like this.
Not this power!
I'm gonna talk like this.
Damn it! This can't be...
This power.
Can't move, and it's not just me this time. Everyone seems to be held in place due to some power. The young man slowly and calmly looks over all of us. His eyes and his cross-shaped scar between them gleam red like a silent burning flame.
Stop putting useless ideas in his head. Do you intend to destroy him?
You're...
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Minazuki. Sho Minazuki. I am the one who will grant this boy his wish.
So we have Sho and we have Minazuki. It's completely different. It's a combined name.
What happened to this guy? He seems completely different now.
Wait, I sense the plume of dusk. Who are you?
I have no need to explain. This boy yearned for me, and I awakened within him.
A moment ago, the young man had been increasingly agitated, shouting like a child having a temper tantrum. All of a sudden, he's calm and speaks with a measured tone.
Whatever you're doing to us, is this another of your powers?
Oh, don't get me wrong. This power doesn't belong to me. I'm only borrowing it.
borrowing.
The place is shaking. This isn't good.
The building's creaking.
It's about time everything was ready. This is all thanks to you, so thank you. I have gathered enough persona fragments.
What was all this fighting for? What are you going to do?
It's simple. I borrowed power to envelop this town in red fog and make you fight against your fakes. It was all to carve off of your personas.
Carving our personas?
That's right. Our bait truly came in handy. All that's left is to awaken that fate.
So it's like we thought. This town feels like it's in the dark hour. And there's a tower similar to Tartarus. You're going to try to awaken death. Just like Yakutski.
Ah, not precisely. What I'm trying to awaken is not the same thing you fought against. I will grant this boy his wish and create his world.
This boy, his world? He speaks as if he's talking about someone else. The way he's speaking and staring at us is completely different from what he'd been only a moment ago, as if he's now a completely different person. Wait, a different person? Could it be?
Damn it. If only I could move.
I'll be going now. There are still some finishing touches that must be made. You are free to come after me, but your missing friends are in danger. It would be wiser to go and rescue them.
The young man who called himself Minazuki leaps away with inhuman agility, landing in front of the giant door after glancing back at us. He turns away and calmly leaves the room. At the moment, the mysterious power that kept us frozen stops, and we finally regain control over our bodies.
Wait!
I call out in a fruitless attempt to pursue him before another presence shows up in my radar. It's not one of my friends. It's...
Yukiko? No, that's a fake Yukiko-san.
Hey, yeah. It's not just her. What have Rise and Naoto been up to? Minazuki just said that they're in danger.
Before you worry about that, you have to deal with me. Now, bring on the ring!
So I have now a huge selection who I want to fight. When the fake raises his arms, the usual red pillars descend and form barriers around us. No, I won't be able to pursue Minazuki now. He also said that our friends are in danger. Mitsuru-san is still on the cross, and Yukon and his friends are wounded. We have no idea what kind of problems Naoto-kun and the others who aren't here are facing right now either. In any case, we have to hurry after Shokun as quickly as possible, rescue the others, and put this case to rest. I pull my axe from my bag and turn around in reaction to Koromaru's sound bark. I found a place for myself among the shadow operatives. They're my comrades, and they feel the same for me as I do for them. They line up beside me. That's right, I'm not alone anymore. Yeah, we have a huge variety now. We have Labras, Yukari, Junpei, Ken, Akihiko, and Aigis. In this particular case, I would like to fight between maybe Aigis and Akihiko, and I think I'm going with Akihiko here. Maybe later on, if the game lets me, I'll play with Aigis. I feel like I should give Akihiko a chance.
Final.
Damn. Damn it. Damn it. There we go. Counter.
was that? I did something, but it didn't react.
Not bad. You're pretty good in clutch situations.
I guess you should have checked it a little bit more.
We don't even give the fallen shadow a second glance if we rush to where Mitsuru-san is hanging on the cross. The sturdy locks gives us some trouble, but we finally manage to get Mitsuru-san down, and the atmosphere amongst us becomes more cheerful. Though Mitsuru-san was quite disabled, she quickly regained consciousness.
Labrys. Everyone.
Mitsuru-san looks relieved for a moment after seeing our faces, but she seems to have quickly reached our understanding. Her expression quickly turns meek as she apologizes to us.
Sorry. My judgment was flawed. I'm responsible for all of this.
Geez, there you go again with that stuff. Still, I'm really glad you're okay.
Thank you. It's all thanks to you.
Oh, Fuka's safe too. She's headed this way from somewhere else right now, though.
I see you managed to find Yukari-san, Junpei-san.
Hey, Ken? Man, you've grown. I mean, of course I did. It's all going according to plan.
But I heard that you fell asleep on your train and ended up here by accident.
You never change, do you?
It seems that the auxiliary staff like Yukari-san haven't seen Mitsuru-san and Akihiko-san in a while, so they have sentimental expressions and grief with each other. The stiff look on Mitsuru-san's face slowly begins to melt away. I was worried about Yuko and his friends after they were hurt, but they seem to be recovering as well. I'm so glad. Yuko and the others approached me.
Labrys! I'm so glad you came. I thought we were done for.
I thought you turned into your shadow for a moment back there. What was that all about?
I don't know, but I guess my shadow's been within me all this time, watching everything I've seen. And I think she's changing too, even if only little by little. And it was all of you who brought me back.
You really did help us. Thank you.
Teddy. As I'm conversing with everyone from Inaba, I hear some distinctive footsteps. I look towards them and see two shapes running in from beyond the fog. It's Fuka-san and Teddy. I'll be reassuring to have Fuka-san with us, since she's so great at supporting us on the intel front. I bet Teddy will help us too, saying things like how she's my knight. I can't help but smile when I hear their voices calling to me.
John! Thank goodness! I was so worried about you!
Labrys, you came to save us, right? Thank you.
Whoa, he really is a talking costume. You're not General Teddy, right?
Of course I'm not! Look at my fur! It's completely different! It's 100% genuine teddy fur!
Koromaru-san says that his is 100% genuine dog fur.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's a dog.
Hey, what kind of fur is your coat made of, Mitsuru-san?
This? Kikuno bought this coat, so... No, let us save the discussion of fur for later.
Mitsuru-san walks towards Yuka and his friends. Seeing the leaders of the Shadow Operatives investigation team together like this makes me proud. Those two people saved me and gave me a place to belong. I want to fight for these people, and that will help me get stronger. Having friends and comrades is truly wonderful. That's what I think.
I must thank you. It seems we're once again indebted to you.
No, I have to apologize for breaking my promise to you. Your people have helped us out too.
That's fine. You helped me remember something important.
We did?
That's right. Trying to keep danger and death at a distance only results in putting life at a remove as well. I knew this when I established the Shadow Operatives, but it seems that I became too focused on thinking only about the present.
Mitsuru-san.
Allow me to ask for your help now, Narukami. I'd like you and your friends to cooperate with us. We need your assistance to solve this case.
Do I really need to answer that? Of course we'll protect Inaba.
Alright. Yukon looks straight into Mitsuru-san's eyes as he answers. Seeing his sincere resolve, Mitsuru-san nods cheerfully. Yukon's friends are all smiling too, as if they're agreeing to gladly take on anything that comes their way.
By the way, why don't we all compare what we know about the situation?
Oh, you're on the ball, Ken. I was just about to suggest that myself. Yep.
Yeah, right. You're just trying to claim his idea. I mean, seriously, how lame do you have to be to try and steal credit from someone so much younger?
Yukari, you just like to you just like to just take shit and add it to the pile, even more than it needs to. we each describe what we've experienced up to this point. Once we have a grasp of that, the topic of our conversation obviously shifted to Sho Minazuki.
Who in the world is that show kid? Didn't he say something about Akutsuki being his dad?
The young man stated that he was the mastermind behind the recent events here in Inaba. He also said that he is Shuji Kutsuki's son. But the file I was given by Kikuno-san clearly said that Ikutsuki had no family.
Well, presumably he had a life before he was the chairman of Gekkoukan High. Couldn't he have had a child during that time?
No, Ikutsuki had no family, let alone a child. The only things on his mind were his experiments and the fall.
Yeesh, so he was a mad scientist? Oh, don't tell me he was doing human experiments too.
Yes, he gathered orphans from different areas and performed inhumane research on them to try to artificially induce their personas.
Whoa, seriously? That's messed up.
Even after Ergo Research was disbanded, it seems Ikutsuki stole the research data and continued performing such experiments personally. One of those test subjects was named Sho Minazuki. The records state that he was the youngest of the test subjects.
An orphan, huh? Did Ikutsuki adopt him?
No, Sho Minazuki was nothing more than a favorite subject to Ikutsuki.
Test subject? But he's a person. How could he do such a horrible thing?
The Kirijo group of the time was an evil place, suffused with his arrogance. It isn't hard to imagine how he was treated with Ikutsuki in charge. Minazuki was raised in a solitary environment, never interacting with anyone. I suspect his experiences from that time greatly affected the development of Minazuki's current personality.
So that's why he said Akutsuki was his dad. And he told bad jokes like Akutsuki too. Hey, that reminds me. In the middle there, he suddenly seemed like a different person. What was that all about?
We all noticed that. It was so sudden how his personality just switched. And that red-haired boy could have split personalities. The person that I felt was bothered by a bit.
Mitsuru-san, when he reintroduced himself as Minazuki, I sensed some kind of resonation with my plume of dusk. What could that mean?
There is no information on that. The same goes for the power he had when his eyes turned red. Perhaps they are a result of Ikutsuki's experimentation. The entirety of the report has not been deciphered, but Ikutsuki's data does mention Minazuki's name and the plume of dusk. Kikuno's decoding it now.
Oh, I have it too. Kikuno-san entrusted me with it because it was an emergency.
Ah, that's fine. Either way, I was intending to share it with all of you once the report had been completely deciphered.
Shuji Ikutsuki, the man who performed a countless number of humane experiments at the former Ergo Research, who used Mitsuru-san and the others even while serving as the chairman of Gekkoukan High School, and who schemed to destroy the world. I can easily imagine how many victims these experiments may have been created. I myself am a result of a similar process after all. So, Shokun is another of those victims?
Hey, when he got all cold and called himself Minazuki, he said that he wasn't after revenge for Ikutsuki, right?
Correct. Based on what he said, it seems this Minazuki set this situation in motion to grant the hot-headed boy his wish for immense solitude.
And then he was talking about persona fragments.
That's right. He said that he covered the town in this red fog and was carving our personas by making us fight in it. The sense of fatigue we felt when we were on those crosses is most likely part of that same plan. Looks like we completely fell for it.
But he said that he'd gathered enough fragments of our personas, didn't he? Then...
Yes, he's most likely completed that step of the plan.
What was that part about awakening something? I mean, I can guess that it's going to be pretty dangerous, but what's he trying to call down?
I know nothing about that, but if it's similar to what we encountered at Tartarus, it's nothing welcome.
Persona fragments, huh? What in the world is he planning on using them for?
It's all part of what he wants. We follow silent, but I follow impatience and uncertainty. On top of all that, the second personality gave us a word of caution as he was leaving. We need to make sure that everybody's safe and quickly as possible.
That reminds me. Yukiko and the others.
That's right! That Minazuki guy said that Yuki-chan and the people with her are in danger!
Naoto-san and Kanji-san said that they were going to Junes. According to Junpei-san, supposedly Yukiko-san and Rise-san were at the same location.
Huh? Oh, right. But those two said they were gonna go look for Kanji and the others, so I don't think they're still there. They could miss each other.
Yes, I'm concerned about them as well. Let's split into 2 teams. One heads to the top of the tower while the other searches for Narukami's friends. Yamagishi, perform a search and try to locate them as best you can.
Understood. I don't know how well it'll go, but I'll try searching for everyone.
We're counting on you.
Persona.
Fukusan closes her eyes and concentrates, summoning her persona to search the surrounding area. Then again, this red fog seems to be able to block the search abilities a little bit, like making Teddy sneeze when he tried to use his lean nose, so there's no knowing how well this will
There's so
go.
much interference. The fog might be getting thicker. Oh! I have 2 readings near Junes. That may be Kanji-kun and Naoto-kun. They seem to be moving towards Junes. And I found another 2 readings in town on the move together.
Do you think that's Yukiko and Rise? Oh, I'm so worried. Oh, what the?
The entire room shudders immensely and the building creaks. The one calling himself Minazuki is undoubtedly close to accomplishing his goal, whatever it is. There isn't much time left for us.
We must hurry. Yukari, Iori, Amada, and Koromaru, you're the least wounded. You pursue Minazuki.
Gotcha. Right.
I will go with Akihiko and Aigis to rescue Narukami's friends.
Understood.
Yamagishi, you remain here and back us up. Narukami's group, you're all too exhausted. I ask that you remain here and regain your strength.
I'll do everything I can to assist you.
Whoa, seriously? Will?
No, we should stay here. Fukusan needs someone to protect her as well.
Hey, what about me? I'm perfect!
Mitsuru-san, Teddy's got a great nose, so I think he'll at least be of some use. Please let him help you find our friends.
Some use? How rude! I'm totally useful. My babe Dar is up and running.
I see. That's promising. Well then, you can assist us, Teddy.
Mitsuru-san, the school and this town have both turned into labyrinths. It would be unproductive for us to search the town all in one group.
Yeah, Aigis is right. If we're all caught together again, things will get worse. Let's split into 2 teams to search faster.
All right, I can provide some guidance as well. Aigis and Teddy, you partner up. Akihiko and I will go together. Once you meet with Narukami's friends, head for Junes. We'll regroup there and secure the area.
Woo! I get to be alone with Ai-chan? Their bodies were artificial, but their love was real. Okay, I'm in.
Teddy, now's not the moment. I can tell that Mitsuru-san's leadership and quick decision making have given everyone's morale boost. Of course, her strength stems from her deep care for her friends and comrades. All anxiety and impatience disappears as if it had never existed, and we're filled with renewed determination. We all wish to protect this world. Mitsuru-san approaches me.
Labrys, I should ask you this now. What do you think about that young man, Sho Minazuki?
Well, I know we can't let him destroy the world and all, but I think he's the same as me. I want to see him one more time and try to talk to him. Just like you all saved me, I want to save Sho.
Ever since I was born, I was always alone, knowing nothing of love, trust, or of interpersonal bonds. I was taught only how to fight, and I never considered the possibility of befriending anyone. The young man, Sho Minazuki, is exactly how I once was. That's right, and if that's the case, I should be able to save Shokun, the same way I was saved.
Very well. I want you to pursue Minazuki as well. I'm counting on you, Labrys.
Okay.
We each of us given a duty to perform. We promise to reunite once the case has been solved and rush from the room. The occasional tremors causing the building to rumble ominously are becoming more and more frequent, as if giving us an audible countdown to the end of the world. Oh my god. It keeps getting interesting. Oh look! Oh my god! This is the everyone's rolls. Why are we here? And that's just with Fuka. At least we're 60%. So I think from here, I think obviously Mitsuru is gonna go straight down, most likely over towards here. And obviously here is like what they said. It's most likely gonna be separated in 3 sections. One seems to be very short. I wondered who that could be. I think this one's gonna be Junes, and this is gonna be Yukari and Rise. Honestly, here this is where Naoto, this is where Labrys and her crew will go on. Obviously, would be the last part. So yeah. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the episode right there. Seems that a lot of stuff has happened. A lot of stuff has happened. And I can definitely say that episode Persona 3, episode P3, as you can see, you kind of get to invest a lot more here than what episode P4 did. Episode P4, I think, had a great introduction, but the part of explaining the few lore hints, like what Persona 3 is doing, what for me is what lacks for episode Persona 4. I don't know what they had in mind to do, like split views in this specific way. It's like, why this is here, why is all that, and this and that. It was all kind of confusing, and it's kind of like, why in any specific case? But overall, I think you should smash into everything to understand what the game is going on. RC Persona 3 does episode Persona 3 does the explanation of, or she gives you more in depth of Ikutsuki, what's happened after 3 years ago. RC show Minasuke having some similarities with Labrys. So the connections and lore kind of stuff, it's doing perfectly. And even the introduction, you know, how they got here, it's interesting. But I think what ruins for me, in my opinion, episode Persona 3, it's the fact that we get to play through episode Persona 4. And as you can see, we're not done. So you can definitely say that the structure of the story, this is it. Episode Persona 4, I'm kind of like the other way. The lore hasn't been touching that much. It's, you know, you're getting to know the location, that kind of stuff. You get to know, you know, get a fight. Adachi seems to be involved, but there has not been mention of anything of Shuji Ikutsuki. It only just emphasizes of the main story's plot, which is, yeah, Adachi's helping out Sho so he can achieve his goal and that kind of stuff. But obviously Persona 3 handles the secrets and lore of obviously why Sho Minasuke he's that way, and what his true motives are, and what does it involve deeply into obviously Persona 3. Which, yeah, as you can see, I think this is like my only complaint with this with the story of this game, is that they emphasize on trying to do a story with different perspective, and I think by the way they handle it, it kind of ruins it. Because it's like, okay, so which one should I believe in? Obviously, the most canon one is Persona 4. After all, this game on the title is Persona 4, and a part that we're not done yet, and the true ending is from this side. So that's one way to put it. So yeah, guys, let's leave the ranting for another moment, and yeah, I hope you guys still indeed enjoy the game, the episode for today. Next time we'll definitely be going to this little thing here, and then we obviously go through the splitted group to find Kanji, Naoto, Yukari, and Rise. I mean, while all that's happening, we go deeper and higher from of this tower, and let's see if Labrys can actually save Sho Minatsuki. But until then, peace out.